Hello and welcome everybody to another episode of Chasing the Dream TV. I'm your host, Andy Klassen. Now on this episode, we're going to be fishing alongside the Nebraska Game and Parks. Now, we're at Walnut Creek Recreation Area just on the outskirts of Papillion, Nebraska. Another beautiful 105-acre lake here that's maintained by the Game and Parks, and it's also stocked with largemouth bass, crappie, and other fish. So this season, the Nebraska Game and Parks unveiled a new program by the name of Take 'em Fishing. Now, when we heard about this, we thought this might be something we want to be a part of. So got a hold of some of my buddies over there at the Game and Parks, heard about this event at Walnut Creek, thought let's get out there and see what this is all about. So we hooked up the boat, gone out there, met some of our friends, and we pulled Kurt Sievers, a volunteer with the Game and Parks, aside to tell us a little bit about this new program from the Nebraska Game and Parks.
This year, Game and Parks has got a program called Take 'em Fishing, and we've got all the information. We can sign you up right here at the event, or you can go to the website and sign up there. It's a great program. Take somebody fishing. Take a kid fishing that's never been before. Take a friend that's never been before. Or if you've never been before, come on out and we'll get you started. Sign up. They'll give you a neat little pin you can put on your hat or your shirt, or whatever you want to do, and then take pictures of the people that you've introduced to fishing, submit them on the website, and they're giving away all kinds of stuff. They got a boat as the grand prize, a really nice bass tracker boat, and a couple of kayaks, lots of different kinds of things that they're going to be giving away during the summer this year. So take them fishing. That's what it's all about. Well, we're out down here at Walnut Creek Lake in Papillion doing a community fishing night. We used to call this family fishing night, but we wanted to be a little bit more inclusive, get more people involved. This is for anybody. Mom, dad, kids, friends, neighbors, whoever wants to come out and fish. We're here to help you get started. Or if you're an experienced fisherman and just want to learn a little bit more, we can help you out with that too. So it's opportunity to come out, use some equipment and some bait. You don't have to make an investment in those kind of things yourself, and come out and learn how to fish. It's a great opportunity, a lot of fun for the volunteers and a lot of fun for the folks that come out.
A lot of good information there from Kurt, another volunteer for the Nebraska Game and Parks. We also had some interns on hand that were helping put on this function here today. Now a little bit about Walnut Creek Recreation Area. As we mentioned, there's a 105-acre lake here that we're going to be on today that is stocked and maintained, managed by the Game and Parks. As we mentioned, there's largemouth bass, crappie, bluegill, catfish, all sorts of good things. Talking with some anglers out there, they were getting into 11, 10-inch crappie. So with any luck, maybe we can reel in some of those guys. It also has a lot of amenities, if you will, that go along with it. There's a park right up over here. Kids are already out there playing. There's another area over on the other side of the lake where you can actually put a boat in. Real nice ramp, newly renovated ramp. It's a no-wake lake, so this is perfect for what we're looking to do here, and that's do some fishing, get our Pond-Tini, get our Series 12 boat out on the water and enjoy some fishing. This lake also has a handicap accessible pier. Makes for very easy to get to fishing, not only for kids but for the older folks out there that still want to get out and get a line wet. So this is just another one of those lakes. It's so well maintained and managed by the Nebraska Game and Parks, and sometimes I think we lose sight of that, and as fishermen it's easy to say, well, there's not very many big fish, there's not any keepers out there. Well, when you see a body of water like this, and there's so many of them across the state, you really got to take a step back and appreciate what the Nebraska Game and Parks and Nebraska as a whole has to offer the everyday fisherman like myself.
Hubbard's lineup of deer pellets were developed to supplement forages already found in the wild that will keep your deer herd healthy all year long. This feed has optimal levels of amino acids, minerals, and vitamins to take advantage of a buck's genetic antler growth potential. Formulated with high levels of aromatic ingredients that'll draw deer to the feed and flavor enhancers that'll keep them coming back. To learn more and to find the Hubbard dealer nearest you, visit hubbardfeeds.com.
Dream is brought to you by Big Frig Coolers and Tumblers, quality performance with a practical cost, and by Ridge Runner, quality knives and tools. Visit chasingthedream.com for exclusive deals on these fine products.
Well, all right, big thanks to Kurt for sharing some of that information with us. So now we're going to get out on the water with one of my really good buddies, Chris Bundy and his son Will. Now this is one of the first times they got the opportunity to get out fishing this summer, and what a way for us to kickstart this episode with some good friends and a good kid, Will. All right, so here we are, first leg of Taking Them Fishing program. I took the pledge, got my pin. You heard Kurt talk about all the different things they got going out here. We're at Walnut Creek. Caught up with my buddy Will here. We got out on the boat, our little Pond-Tini Series 12. Been fishing a little bit, haven't had any luck yet, have we? Not yet, but we're gonna get into them here in a little bit. Got a beautiful overcast. We're trying to beat out the rain here, so hey, let's just get back after and get another line in the water, shall we?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I better catch one before you. So what's your favorite sport? Basketball, baseball, or fishing? Baseball? You know, fishing's a sport. Oh yeah, I didn't know it. A lot of high schools do it. Where are you going to go to high school? Berg? They need a fishing team, you know. So of course we're having weather kind of barrel in on us. You know, it wouldn't be a Chasing the Dream fishing episode if we didn't have an overcast sky and chance of thunderstorms coming in on us. That just seems to be our MO. So you know, if you're a farmer and you haven't had rain in a couple weeks or whatever, hey, just book us for a fishing trip and you're kind of guaranteed at least 2 good inches of a heavy downpour.
Chasing the Dream is brought to you by Big Frig Coolers and Tumblers, quality performance with a practical cost, and by Ridge Runner, quality knives and tools. Visit chasingthedream.com for exclusive deals on these fine products.
Hunter's Reserve is the healthiest, best-tasting wild game snacks on the market. Gluten-free, nitrate-free, no MSG, and no fillers. Family-owned and operated, Hunter's Reserve has specialized in premium wild game snacks for over 20 years. Their gourmet wild game meats are all natural, lean, low in cholesterol, and they don't sacrifice on flavor. Hunter's Reserve, adventure you can taste.
Yeah, we don't skimp on anything that we put into the boat. As you were saying, we're a Honda Marine dealer. We use high quality Atwood seats. If you're going to be using it, you're going to want somewhere comfortable to sit, and I don't think you get any better than Atwood. We do offer Minn Kota. This one's a 55-pound thrust trolling motor, bow mount with foot control. All of our tunes are hand welded and then pressure tested before they ever leave the shop. It's a 2-chamber pontoon. That way, if there ever is a catastrophic failure, you do hit something and it causes a leak, you'll still be able to make it back to the dock. But we stand behind our pontoons 100%. We know they will not leak.
Chasing the Dream is brought to you by Big Frig Coolers and Tumblers. Quality performance with a practical cost. And by Ridge Runner, quality knives and tools. Visit chasingthedream.com for exclusive deals on these fine products.
We had a heck of a good time with Will, and I want to thank Chris for helping out and actually doing some film work there for us on the boat and on the shoreline there. I know it cut into his fishing a little bit there, and so I need to thank Chris for stepping up and helping us out there with some of the video work. So, you know, Will's a pretty good fisherman in his own right, and we had a little bit of tough luck, and we also got kicked off the water. We saw some lightning off the horizon, so, you know, better safe than sorry. I mean, we're on an aluminum boat, so we wanted to get off the water. But let's flip through some pictures of Will having some luck on not only Walnut Creek here, but other bodies of water across the state. All right, so now we're gonna pick things up, head on out west to the Kearney area. We're gonna get on a sand pit lake, and we're gonna be tagging along Todd Muller of Pond-Tini. He's gonna have his 3-year-old son Garrett with us. I think it's Garrett's first time actually getting on a Pond-Tini, so how exciting is that for us to be part of that? We're also gonna have a young man by the name of Brody join us. Now, Brody's actually probably the best angler of the bunch. He's a heck of a fisherman. So, hey, let's get out on the water, see what happens. That bait. Tell me what it is and why you're using it.
I catch big fish on it, and got a Roadrunner with motor oil tail.
You've had a lot of good luck with that Roadrunner?
Oh yeah.
Where were you using it earlier?
Right at Pond.
Chasing the Dream is brought to you by Big Frig Coolers and Tumblers. Quality performance with a practical cost. And by Ridge Runner, quality knives and tools. Visit chasingthedream.com for exclusive deals on these fine products.
So what's the key to producing the perfect food plot like this? Well, it all starts with your seed mix.
Introducing Kelp, Forage, and Turf's Wildlife Perfect Mixes and Blends. The perfect mix for the perfect food plot. With varieties that are adapted to each region and mixes that have been proven over the years by wildlife biologists and sportsmen alike.
So if you want a food plot like this, then you need a bag of this from Kelp, Forage, and Turf. Wildlife Perfect. Attract the wild.
Pond-Tini is the perfect boat for those who love to get offshore. Whether it's for recreational fun or for outdoor sport, Pond-Tini's custom makes and models have you covered. Manufactured with pride in Elm Creek, Nebraska, exceptional craftsmanship goes into every single boat. Pond-Tini is the perfect miniature pontoon boat. Rugged, durable, and easy to maneuver in and out of the water. Check them out at Pond-Tini.com.
Chasing the Dream is brought to you by Big Frig Coolers and Tumblers. Quality performance with a practical cost. And by Ridge Runner, quality knives and tools. Visit chasingthedream.com for exclusive deals on these fine products.
All right, so we're doing another leg of Take 'em Fishing. This is a very special segment here where we're actually alongside one of my good buddies here, Todd with Pond-Tini. Now, Todd, we're taking a special little guy here, aren't we? Who do we got going along with us today?
My 3-year-old son Garrett, and he's a handful on the boat, but that's what it's about. So getting him out on the water.
Now, I heard you guys talking a little earlier. You've been practicing out in the yard. Now he gets to kind of put his skills to the test.
Yeah, you can tell he's been practicing. He's been practicing, and he did hit a couple cars, and I had to take the heavy weight off of there.
Well, we went out a little earlier, and he hit the water for the most part, and we got the cast in there.
Yeah.
So that's been good.
It's easier when you're on a boat.
Now we kind of ran into some good luck. We got to bring along another co-worker of your son. Tell us a little bit about Brody.
Brody is one of our office lady's sons, and yeah, he gets to come out on the water and show us the good spots. He's the expert out of the three of us, so
there was no argument there. It sounded like he's been out quite a bit already this summer, so we're going to heed his advice and we're going to try and hook into some fish. So hey, let's get back out on the water and get fishing.
Absolutely.
Well, that'll about do it for this episode of Chasing the Dream TV. I want to thank everybody with the Nebraska Game and Parks for allowing us to be part of the Take 'em Fishing program. Kurt Sievers for taking a minute and sharing all that great information with us about the program and other programs that the Nebraska Game and Parks are partaking in this summer. I also need to thank Chris Bundy and his son Will for joining us on our first fishing trip here at Walnut Creek Recreation Area in the 105-acre Walnut Creek Lake. And then, of course, Todd Moeller, Garrett, and Brody for joining us out in the Kearney area on a sandpit lake. That was a lot of fun for us to actually get out and get on a different Pond-Tini pontoon boat and have Todd kind of share some new information with us. And they got some pretty fun things going on over there in Elm Creek with the Pond-Tini and some maybe new styles, new models. So everybody, you're just gonna have to stay tuned and see what's going on with Pond-Tini and Chasing the Dream TV. So with that, I'd like to thank everybody once again for tuning in and sharing some time with us at Chasing the Dream TV. I'm your host, Andy Klassen, reminding you, keep chasing your dream.
Chasing the Dream is brought to you by Big Frig Coolers and Tumblers. Quality performance with a practical cost. And by Ridge Runner, quality knives and tools. Visit chasingthedream.com for exclusive deals on these fine products.